So we'll start off with a quick statement from head coach Tara VanderVeer.
Thanks, Brian. This is a very tough team to play against. They're extremely physical. They rebound well. They're an experienced team with a lot of big, strong bodies. We knew it was going to be a really tough game. I'm very proud of our team for coming in here and taking care of business. Not always pretty, but I'm going to say gritty. I liked our defense. I thought Anna Wilson, really worked hard defensively. Fran playing defense, Haley playing defense. Just overall, I thought our defense was the difference for us. Holding them to under 50 points, it's great. Also, I think that for us to out rebound them is a real positive thing. Although I don't like giving up 15-0 boards, but a lot of them were on some long rebounds. Unaware is a great player, and their freshman number 11, Bessier, I don't know my French very well. She really stepped up big for him. And I think Corey does an excellent job with her team. They're a very well-coached team. Again, it's a great win for us. I especially thought that Fran made some big plays down the stretch for us, going 6 for 10. Nice last assist that she had. I also think that Cam was a big difference for us coming in the second half, scoring on the block and doing some nice, not getting any fouls in the second half. Haley rebounded, had 15 boards. We missed too many layups. That was disappointing. So we have to clean that up.
Okay, as a reminder to please use the raise hand function. We'll go first to Michael Roberson. Go ahead, Michael.
All right, Coach, 7-0, the last game of this devastating 2020. So with the way the team is playing, what would be your resolution, New Year's resolution for 2021?
Well, I just really want to encourage everyone, to wear a mask and stay safe, because that's our only way that we can play. If we have, higher outbreaks, we're shut down and we won't be able to play. We want to play, and our team, is hoping that after this Christmas break, we'll go down to Arizona and, we really need to play. As far as our team goes, it's really early to be playing Pac-12 schools. There's so much uncertainty. We're just happy to be playing, and I'm really proud of our team. We've been road warriors. We've been on the road basically for 3 weeks, and 3 different hotels, and they're sticking together really well.
I'll go to Pepper Persley. Go ahead, Pepper.
Hi, Coach. Nice to talk with you today. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, Pepper.
Thank you. Can you just talk about the impact that Fran's dunks have on your team?
Pepper, it's kind of funny. I forgot she even dunked in that game, but it was, I wasn't sure she was going to dunk in that one, but I'm glad she made it because we needed that basket. So I think it gives our team a lot of energy, and it's exciting for the fans watching.
Thank you.
I'll go to Cheryl. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Is there anything you can say about how Kiana's doing, first of all? And secondly, at the end of at the post-game last game, you said that you needed your bigs to step up more. Did they do what you needed them to do this game? Did they fulfill your expectations?
Well, I think both Fran and Cam did step up, and I think Ashton made a big play for us in the first half, and I think she can help us a lot more too. I think Key's fine. Just kind of got run into, I think, unexpectedly. But I'm gonna have to watch that one on tape. They caught a foul on her, which I disagree with. But Key makes some really great plays. I wouldn't say this was a great game. We let them get their hands on too many balls. We had too many turnovers. This is the most turnovers we've had. So we need to do a much better job of taking care of the ball, making better passes.
Thanks.
Go now to Jacob Rayburn. Go ahead, Jacob.
Hi, Coach.
Hi, Jacob.
about those turnovers, when you're playing against a defense that is as aggressive really from the jump as UCLA, was it a shock to the system a little bit for your team, and did you see them adjust as the game went on?
I think, Jacob, we did not take care of the ball the way we're capable of, but I think give us something, we have been up until this point. But this is more like the playing against the top teams in the Pac-12. And, so this team will kind of, I think, help us understand how hard we have to play and how hard we have to cut and how we have to move the ball better than we did. And that means also taking care of the ball.
Thanks, Coach.
Go now to Doug Feinberg. Go ahead, Doug.
Hey, Coach, good to see you.
Thank you, Doug.
So it was a tight game. I think you were up 3 midway through the fourth, and then Cam took over. I think she had a couple baskets in a row. You got some. Just talk about the poise in that last 5 minutes or so to get you guys a comfortable lead from a really tight ball game.
I think, Cam stepped in and she went to work inside. She had some great plays, finished around the rim. And, I think, we talked about it at halftime, how important she is to our team and how it's really important that she doesn't foul. And she didn't foul in the second half. So she played really well defensively. She still had 3 blocks, without fouling. But I think she was a big difference maker, as was Fran. Fran, kind of when Cam needed a sub, Fran came in and did a really nice job too.
And just to follow up, what is you guys plan between now and Arizona, like the game?
Well, we're going back to Northern California, not in our county, and we're going to be, away from Stanford for the next 5 days, and then we're going to go down to Arizona early on the 27th and prepare for Arizona State. So our team has earned a 5-day break. Hopefully they can get in a local gym and but no official practice.
Thanks, Coach. Have a great holiday.
Thank you, Doug. You also.
Go now to RJ Abatia. Go ahead, RJ.
Hey, Coach, I'm wondering what you thought of Haley's game on both ends of the court today.
I liked Haley's rebounding. That was excellent. And, I think she worked hard defensively. Playing Haley, quite honestly, really is a freshman for us compared, in terms of the number of games that she's played. She never got to play against really the top of the Pac-12, 1 game against Oregon. And so I think this is, Haley's just kind of getting her feet wet, but, she's obviously very capable. She missed some shots that she'd ordinarily make. Haley's a great finisher, and we did not finish around the rim the way we really need to. I think we got some really good looks. I thought sometimes both Haley, but, other people were just a little casual with the ball.
And then given the quick turnaround, 2 games in 3 days and a noon game on the back end, how do you feel your team handled a road trip and this level of competition?
I think they handled it really well. I think it's, my challenge is to really develop some of our young players. I mean, Cam is there. Cam is in the rotation, and it's, figuring out who else can help us and what kind of things. A lot of it starts at the defensive end of the floor. But, I'm really proud of how well our team played. And, like you said, it's very, very challenging situations.
Thanks, Coach.
Going out to Sue Favor. Go ahead, Sue.
Hey, Coach, nice to see you. Just wondering what do you think it's going to take for you guys to sustain the level of momentum that you have going? And what, I know you're always trying to make adjustments. What kind of adjustments are you going to make after this break?
Well, I think we have to run our half court offense better. We're going, again, we're going to need, we have some players that, we're going to need them to really step up and play kind of, I think, better than we have so far. And again, it's really early. I think that, again, Fran had a great game. Anna Wilson, I thought, played really well defensively. Lexi Hull is a lot better than what you saw today. Kiana did not have a great game, although she stayed with things really well. Haley is a lot better than what we saw today, finishing around the basket especially. Ashton has helped us in big games before. And Lacey hit a big shot, but I think she's a lot more capable than what we've seen. And obviously Cam is doing well. And I think we can get more from other people, whether it's Hannah Jump, Jana Van Geitenbeek, or Agnes. I mean, we're going to need more people stepping up for us. And I think that's what we'll focus on.
Go ahead with your questions, Michelle.
Yeah, Coach, this is Michelle Vopel from ESPN. You've talked about Fran. I'm wondering what you feel like in terms of her confidence level, because it seems like it's really, really high now, and how important that is in terms of her being a go-to consistent player throughout the rest of the season.
You know, Michelle, Fran worked really hard in the off season. She was in the gym with guys and training. So, you know, working on her fundamentals. I mean, obviously, you know, she made big plays for us down the stretch. And I think she is playing, you know, with a lot more confidence. You know, our free throws were pretty good. She was 3 for 4. She got to the free throw line the most. I'm sorry, kind of did, but second most or for our bigs. I think the sky's the limit for, and she is just on the surface so good.
Thank you.
We have time for one more. Go ahead with your last question, Cheryl.
Coach, you talked briefly about coming back up here to Northern California, but not being in Santa Clara County, presumably because, you know, we're in lockdown with the 10-day mandatory quarantine. Is there any thought of possibly relocating to another locale and have teams come, or go to other teams like San Jose State is doing, relocating in Arizona?
I'm not sure. That's going to be decided by people that have you know, our administration, whether it's going maybe to Santa Cruz like our guys did. You know, Las Vegas was great, but you know, it's hard being on the road all the time. So, I mean, I think we're going to go to Arizona, and then we'll see if we flip and go to Oregon right the weekend after that, or see what happens with our county. But you know, it's we want to keep playing, and we want to do it safely. So we're just waiting to see.
All right, thanks. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, so you guys stay well, and everyone have happy holidays. We'll see you when we're down in the desert. I'm going to get Wilder. I think you want to talk to who is it, Key, or who's coming up? Fran?
Should be Fran.
Fran. All right, let me find out where Fran is. You ready?
All right, we're joined by Fran Belibi. We'll go first to Michael Roberson. Go ahead with your question, Michael.
All right, Fran, 2 dunks in 8 days. Now, you can't do this at Maples, but the fact that you did it, and you can't do it, you didn't do it in your home state of Colorado, but the fact that you did it at 2 historic places, Cal and UCLA, does that have any kind of impact on how it felt to get this second dunk?
I don't know. I mean, a dunk is a dunk. I feel like it's cool, and wherever it is. I mean, I'd obviously love to get one at Maples. That's the home court, and get one in Colorado, that's the home state. But getting a dunk anywhere, I think, is for sure really cool, and being able to get a win with that dunk is also always a plus.
Go next to Michelle Vopel. Go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, Fran, this is Michelle Vopel from ESPN. I was just asking Tara about your confidence level, and she said it really seems like it's very high now. I wonder how important that is in terms of just consistently being able to be a go-to player, and how good you feel about that.
Yeah, I think it's extremely important. And I think to have that confidence in myself, but to also have my coach's confidence and my teammates' confidence is really important. because there are going to be tough games and games where I'm going to be needed to step up and where other people are going to be needed to step up, and to have that in the back of my mind where like I know what I can do, I'm confident in what I can do, it can really be the game changer. So I'm really proud of how I've grown my game and how confident I am in it now, and just excited to keep that going.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Jacob Rayburn. Go ahead, Jacob.
Hi, Fran. Congratulations. I want to hear your take on Cameron's development and play so far.
Yeah, I'm really proud of Cam. She had kind of a tough first quarter and first half with getting some early fouls, but we're really confident what she can bring to the table, and I'm really proud of how she came out in the second half and really showed them who's who and really pulled through for us. And I think she did that this game, she did that last game for us. She's been doing that consistently all year. So I'm really excited to see what she can bring to the table, and I'm really excited to keep cheering her on while she does it.
And Coach talked about maybe the team being a little bit too casual, then that leading to some of those turnovers against a really aggressive defense. From your perspective on the court, wondering your thoughts on having to kind of rise to the level of intensity that UCLA brought to the court, especially defense versus you guys.
Yeah, I mean, playing against UCLA is always a great challenge. Playing them twice last year and playing them again this year, it's always been a challenge and something I think our team's always really up for. And I think it took us a couple minutes there to kind of figure stuff out, figure out our groove, and just to keep on continuing that. And I think that's going to be really helpful for us as we continue to other games, just starting that and then building on that as we continue out through the season.
Thanks, Fran.
We'll now go to Sue Favor. Go ahead, Sue.
Hey, hi, Fran. This is Sue Favor with Women's Hoops World. Really nice to see you. Just wondering if you could maybe tell us just a little bit about what you did over the off season to work on your game, and also just as a second part to that, what do you see as been working really well for the Cardinal, and what do you guys think you need to do going into 2021?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I was really lucky. My parents have a gym on the court, so I was able to get on the court, and I just kind of did a lot of work with shooting and working on my outside shot, making that kind of more of a threat, and also doing a lot of posting up. And with posting up, I definitely got in the weight room a lot and to try to get stronger. I know I'm not necessarily the tallest one out there at any given moment, but if I can move people out and move people back, I definitely have an advantage. So I put work in the weight room. And work on my footwork and some different postings that I knew I'd have options for. And I hope it's showing. And in regards to what our team, I think, is doing well, I think that we're a really deep team. So having people come in and like just continue right off from where the starters were is definitely really helpful. And I think that has to do with how well we run the court and how well we kind of find our open shooters, and getting in fast helps the shooters stay open out wide. So I think that's always something that we've done really well. And I think just in regards to in 2021, oh wow, that's coming up. In 2021, I think that we can just work on limiting our turnovers and kind of getting better. I think the last couple games, I know I didn't do well, and I know a couple of my teammates have games as well. Just able to finish the contact. Yeah.
Okay, we'll now go to Pepper Persley. Go ahead, Pepper.
Hi, Fran. Nice to talk with you today, and congrats on the win. Can you just talk about your team's defensive effort today?
Yeah, I think defense is something that we all really work hard on and something that we really try to pride ourselves on. And I'm really, really happy with how our team played defense and how we boxed out, how we limited like second chance points. I think the guards did a really fantastic job of keeping people contained and keeping people out of their comfort zone. And I think that really helped us post in regards to being able to keep the ball out of the post hands, and then just boxing out and getting down the court and scoring for ourselves. I think that was all really good. So I'm really, really happy with our defensive effort and hope we can continue that.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I'll go to Daniel Martin. Go ahead, Daniel.
Hi, Fran. Just wanted to ask about after that dunk, your celebration, universal sign for hush. Wondering what that message was, who that was intended for.
To be honest, it just kind of came out. It happened. I can't take it back now. So we're just gonna have to go with it. But I guess to the rest of the world, like Stanford's out here, and it's not just for show.
And Coach mentioned that you'd have a few days off over the holidays. Just wondering what your plans were as a team and individually.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It'll be nice to have a break. We can't really go home, but I think a lot of our families are coming up. So I'm just really excited to see my siblings, hang out with my family. Maybe I'll read a little bit. We'll see. We'll see if I put that to use.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go now to Cheryl. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Hi, Fran. At the end of the last game, Coach said that she needed you and Ashton and Haley to step up more, especially for this game. Do you, what did you take from that, and how did you respond? You felt today, besides the dunk?
Yeah, I think me and Haley definitely came out of our last game and we were like, we need to be better. We need to be better for the team. So that's definitely something we talked about, like needed to happen, and definitely something that we had, like that we were going to come out here and do. And I think we really improved. I know we didn't really finish all of our shots the way we wanted to, but I think that our effort was definitely there. Staying out of foul trouble definitely helped. And Haley's a big time rebounder now, so that definitely helped a lot in regards to keeping them off the boards. So I think for sure that it really like helps put into perspective like what we need to the team, like how much our team relies on us, how much our coach relies on us. And I think for us it's remembering that and then just going out there and playing and do what we can do. So I think that's definitely what we were thinking about coming into this game, but we hope to continue on.
Thanks. Enjoy your break.
Thank you.
We've got time for these last two. We'll go first with Doug Feinberg. Go ahead, Doug.
Hey, Fran, I'm curious. I mean, you've dunked many times now in high school and college. Do you think when on that fast break, I'm going to dunk this one, or just that was the right play? I mean, it was a big point in the game and obviously got you guys a little bit more of a lead and some momentum. Like, what's the thought process going into that, so to speak?
Honestly, it kind of ebbs and flows. Sometimes I get it and I know I'm going to dunk. Sometimes just kind of happens. I think on this one, I saw the open court. I saw there was no one in front of me, and I heard Anna say like that I'm good. She was like, "You're good, and you're good." So I was like, "Okay, cool. Like I'm gonna go for it." It was definite. I definitely wasn't thinking about like time and score, and if I had remembered how close the game was, I probably would have just done a regular layup just to make sure we got the points. But it's very cool that it went in, and I think that really helped with our momentum and really helped get people engaged in the game and stay engaged in the game. So I think that was definitely good.
Thanks, Fran.
Okay, and then now final we'll go with Michael. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, Fran, to end this bizarre year 2020, you guys are 7-0, number one in the country, but you've been road warriors and you basically don't have a home. So how do you deal with this yourself psychologically, dealing with playing this well on the court, but having all this bizarre stuff going on off the court?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the opportunity to go on the court and be with my teammates and be with my coaches, be with our staff and be able to play, I think is something that is just great to have every single day, just being able to practice, being able to have games, because that was definitely something like we didn't have for 6-7 months. And it was something we didn't think we'd have at this moment in time. So just being able to go out there, like no matter where we are, has just been something that like I definitely don't take for granted, and I definitely am like, okay, like at least we get to play. That's why we're here. We get to play. Of course, it's definitely tough not having like a home, quote unquote. I know we wouldn't have necessarily been with our families, so it's not necessarily homesickness, but just not being able to have like a designated place where like, okay, we know what the situation is going to be here has been a little tough, but being able to do it with my teammates and being able to do it with my family, really, my second family, has definitely made it a lot easier, and we're having fun out here, so it's all good.
Thanks, Fran. And then we'll have Cameron Brink coming up next.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, we've got Cameron Brink available for questions. We'll first go to Pepper Pursley. Go ahead, Pepper.
Hi, Cameron. Congrats on the great game today. Whenever you come off the bench, you always bring such spark and intensity, and especially in the fourth quarter today, you brought a lot of that. So I was wondering, what do you have to do to prepare yourself to come off the bench?
Hi, thank you. I don't know, I just kind of get energy from my teammates and like cheer as hard as I can for all my teammates, and that's how I get my energy. So yeah, it's just want to bring energy and bring a spark, and yeah, I think it helped the team a lot today.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I'll go with Cheryl. Go ahead with your question, Cheryl.
You've had some pretty efficient games so far this season. However, last game, you fouled out, and coach said, you can't do that, and only played 10 minutes. But today you had a much better game as far as fouls are concerned. Were you very mindful of that in this game?
Yeah, I kind of started off poorly. I had 2 fouls in the first half, I think, and then Tara was like, "You can't do that." So I was just really mindful about not fouling in the second half and staying in the game. So it's a big focus for me, and I think I did better today. So yeah.
You did.
I go with RJ Abatia. Go ahead, RJ.
Hey, Cameron, you guys held them scoreless for the last 3 minutes of the game. Can you just talk about that stretch and kind of what it took to do that?
Yeah, I think we just communicated really well. I think my job was just to stay in the key and help on drivers and to spot double with whoever was guarding anyone that was posting up. So yeah, I think we did a good job of communicating and staying in front of the ball.
And then UCLA put up a lot of threes tonight. Was that part of the scouting report? And did the game kind of play out the way you guys expected to defensively?
Yeah, well, they're really capable 3-point shooters. They're really good from the perimeter, but we were told to clog the paint and they like to score and down low. They like to get offensive rebounds. So that was a big focus point for us to box out and to make sure their points inside were limited.
Awesome. Thank you.
We'll go with Michael Roberson. Go ahead, Michael.
All right, Cameron, you're 1 rebound away from a double-double, a huge block shot that kind of really gave momentum to you guys. So you as a freshman and being forced into Pac-12 play earlier than the rest of the freshmen have, how has this worked for you, the maturity you had to have to play in a big game like this and do this well?
Well, obviously I have a long way to go. I need to be smarter with the way I play. But my teammates have helped a lot. They talk me through everything. I'm still really nervous whenever I go out there, but it's just another game. And so I just have to keep reminding myself that. So yeah.
We'll now go to Michelle Vopel. Go ahead, Michelle.
Hi, Cameron. It's Michelle Vopel from ESPN. I got to say, you're fooling us because you don't look nervous at all out there. So congrats. I wondered if I could ask you a little bit about Fran. I know you guys are used to seeing her dunk, and she does it probably in practice a lot. But does it hype everybody up when she does that in a game?
Oh, yeah. I told her, I was right behind her. I was like, you better dunk it. And she did, and I was going crazy. And then I had to remember, I was like, oh, I got to get back on defense. But yeah, she just brings so much energy for us, and that was a big momentum shift, and so happy for her. It's just amazing to see. So yeah.
And if I could follow up, I know this is your first year, so you don't know what it's like without a pandemic in college, but what's it been like in terms of the bonding experience of you guys? Because you've had to spend a lot of time together, as Tara said, on the road. There's almost no end in sight for that. How have you guys dealt with that?
We just lean on each other. We're each other's family right now. Like, we're probably going to be spending Christmas together. So yeah, we are always there for each other. And I wouldn't rather do it with another group of girls. It's a great group of girls, and really thankful, really blessed. So yeah.
Thank you.
And it looks like that's it. Thank you, Cam.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us. Recording of this will be out shortly.